Alright guys, it's the second day. I've done a little bit of work. You saw how we were trimming up the first one to get it in. I basically took the cutoff of the angle, measured up to a line that I drew, which should be the top of the board. So, and then I took the angle, marked it, cut it off, set it in, notched it. So now I've got one more to do. But this one is a little unique because, as you see, there's a nice big area right here. But as the hull comes up, this stringer is straight and comes down. So I lose that little bit of gap I had right in here where the last stringer or the last board needs to go. So what I had to do, I don't know if you can see, I had to cut this down because here's the 2x4. So I had to cut it down to match what I was missing down here and then notch this out for the stringer. So now we hope if we set this in, right there, this is off just a little bit, but it's nothing I can't shim up and fix because I cut too much off. So what I'll do is screw this in. I'll get some shims put under here, put some fillet, fiberglass these in. We're gonna basically sand out about this far from both of them. So we'll lay fiberglass up and come up the side. That way these will be tabbed in. They're not gonna go anywhere. They're gonna be part of the boat. What I'm sitting on is screwed into the bulkhead and the bulkhead back here. So this isn't going to go anywhere. This is going to stiffen up the boat like it needed it, but it doesn't. So we'll get all this in. We'll get the fiberglass, the fillet in, because you don't want a 90 degree with fiberglass. We're going to put a little bit of fillet in here. Because fiberglass won't do a 90 degree. It's got to be a curved edge. This will be my first shot at this. It's kind of an important one, so we hope we get it right. I've talked to a lot of people that have done fiberglassing, so we'll see what we can do. So let's get this screwed in. So we mark out where we need to sand, then we'll pull all this back out, well, at least these. We've got some 80 grit sandpaper. We're going to knock all this down and maybe try to do some fiberglassing here shortly.
Whoop, whoop.
All right, so you ready to sand? Let's get some sanding done. Wow. Okay, well, it's about as good as I'm gonna get it because I can't get it much more than that.
Is it rough enough for you to at least apply fiberglass?
Yeah, I mean, I can come out, yay far. It's just, all it is holding it going this way, so I'll probably put 2 or 3 layers down. Wow. That bilge paint's freaking phenomenal. So.
Okay, you just gotta do the other two.
Yep, so now I just keep working on these other two and then we'll get some denatured alcohol, turpentine, something that we have, and wipe it down, get it clean. Then we'll fair it with some fairing compound and fiberglass it. See if we can make a mess.
Okay.
All right. Now that that's vacuumed, I'll get some lacquer thinner, wipe the area down, let it sit and dry. Then we'll mix up some epoxy with make some fillet out of it. Put some fillet, squish the boards down, mold in the radius around them, screw the boards in, and then fiberglass. So I need to read, because I don't know, do I need to let the fillet dry or can I fiberglass with the fillet wet? I gotta read on that one.
Okay. You're gonna put the bunny suit on now?
Yep. When I start mixing, I don't want to have crap on my hands and try to put it on.
Don't you want to clean the bottom first?
When I clean the bottom, I'm gonna start mixing them doing so.
Oh.
But yes, I will go clean the bottom.
Try not to get any stuff in your head.
You what?
Try not to get any stuff on your hair.
If not, I think David Shee is a great barber. I've heard he can trim up a nice epoxy haircut for me. Love you, David. And if you don't watch, go subscribe to his channel. He is freaking hilarious. So.
Wow, that acetone smells lovely.
Uh-huh. All right. Before I get started on this, I will have to give a huge shout out to Total Boat. They hooked us up with the fiberglass, as well as we had some outside damage that was done to the boat where we had to gel coat and fix the outside of our boat with gel coat, anti-skid, some paint. But Total Boat definitely hooked us up here. They helped us out. This video is sponsored by Total Boat. As you'll be seeing, we will be using their products. I have used their products in the past as the bilge paint. That was the very first project we did. Go back and check it out. It is, holy crap, I cannot believe how well it's stuck. Anything I've thrown at it, it will not peel. As long as you prep your surface well, there's no oil in it, it's gonna stick and it's gonna be hard. So I love their bilge paint. I love their anti-skid. Every product I've used so far has been amazing. So now we're gonna try some fiberglassing. So we've got the fin roller, and this helps roll the air bubbles out of the fiberglass. We've got some 2-inch dap brushes so we can dap and move fiberglass. We've got the flexible spreaders, and these will help. So as I'm filling, like I say, we don't need a 90, we need a round edge. So we'll be able to run this along the 2-bys to get our round edge to lay the fiberglass in. And we got this guy. And this is gonna make life so much easier. Rechargeable. It's a fiberglass knife, so we just cut the fiberglass with it. You'll see that shortly. Fiberglass isn't easy to cut. This makes it so much nicer.
That cut real nice. So now let's go in the engine room and measure out and cut what we need. Then we'll come back out, mix some resin, and lay some glass down.
To roll the resin on.
Get the small piece. We'll let it. Put it on. Like that. Right down in that groove. Let it out again. Take our fin roller and roll all the air bubbles out. And I'll take the second piece, roll it out. This on. Yes. It turns from like a white to a transparent when you got it really good and wet. Then we'll take the third piece and lay on top of it all. And then wet it. Roll it up. I don't know if you can see how it's kind of turning a little transparent.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. And according to YouTube University, that is how you fiberglass.
Okay, with the fin roller, when this gets all clogged, it's hard to get anything out of it. But clean up denature alcohol, lacquer thinner, anything like that will dissolve it. And some of the good fin brushes or fin rollers will have a screw in the end. So what I'm going to do is pour some goody juice into my container. There it is. Pull the screw out. Because you want this thing to roll as smooth as possible. You don't want an epoxy in it to keep it bound up. So there went the screw. Sit for a second, and we have little brushes, metal brushes somewhere that you found.
The wire brushes?
Yeah.
They're in the sanding box, which is the very bottom one.
Of course it is. So, I'm just gonna clean this off really good. So that feels like it's good and clean. And just like a diesel motor or your boat, the better you treat it, the better it'll treat you. So, same thing with the fin roller. The better you treat it, the better it'll treat you. As you see right here, there's some epoxy. And we just brush it out. Look in there, and I don't see any. So we'll dry it off, and if you look, it looks brand new. You don't see any hunks in there whatsoever.
Nope, sure don't.
So that is how you clean up your fin roller. And this is a wrap. Oh, I can't even get this thing undone. It's hot. Oh, I can't imagine doing this in Panama. Holy crap, Colin, David Shee, I'm not worthy. I don't know how you guys did this in 100-degree weather. Because it's only 90 outside right now. Whew. All right, guys, this is a wrap for today. We need to build that platform up a little more, and I'll show you exactly what I'm going to do and how to do that. How we're going to take marine grade pressure treated plywood, put down on top of that, and then we're going to tab that into the hull. And then once that's dry, we'll put Total Boat bilge paint down across the top of it, and it will be ready for that Westerbeek 7.5 kW generator. So we're going to wrap this video up for now, and we will catch you guys on part 2 or 3. I don't know. Next video. So we'll catch you guys a little later. Bye.